Love Story. Whispers of the Heart. Chapter 1. The Encounter. In the quaint town of Willow Creek, where time seemed to flow like the gentle stream that wound its way through the landscape, lived a young woman named Clara Bennett. Clara was an aspiring artist, known for her vibrant paintings that captured the essence of the town. She often spent her days at the local cafe, sketching scenes that inspired her. It was here, one sunny afternoon, that her life was about to change. As she sipped her latte, lost in a swirl of colors and thoughts, a stranger entered the cafe. Joshua Reed was new to Willow Creek, having moved from the bustling city to escape the chaos and find solace in nature. Tall and slightly disheveled, with tousled hair and a warm smile, he exuded an air of comfort that immediately drew Clara's gaze. Their eyes met briefly, and a spark ignited. In that fleeting moment, Clara quickly averted her eyes, feeling a rush of warmth in her cheeks. She was not used to feeling this way, especially not about a stranger. As the days passed, Joshua became a regular at the cafe, often finding a corner seat where he would read or work on his laptop. Clara couldn't help but steal glances at him, her heart fluttering each time their eyes met. Chapter 2. Serendipity. Weeks turned into months, and the seasons began to change. It was during the festival of autumn, with leaves turning golden and crimson, that fate intervened. Clara was preparing for her first art exhibition, showcasing her work at the town gallery. She worked tirelessly, pouring her heart and soul into her pieces, hoping to capture the beauty of Willow Creek as well as the emotions that resided within her. On the day of the exhibition, Clara was both excited and nervous. She arrived early, making last-minute adjustments and setting everything up. The room was filled with her paintings, each telling a unique story. As the evening approached, guests began to arrive, buzzing with excitement. Clara spotted Joshua among the crowd, his face lighting up with admiration as he approached her. "Your work is incredible, Clara. You've captured the essence of this town so beautifully," he said, genuine awe in his voice. Clara felt a warmth spread through her. "Thank you, Joshua. It means a lot coming from you." They talked for hours, their conversation flowing effortlessly, as they shared stories, dreams, and laughter. With each passing moment, Clara felt a deep connection forming between them, something she had never experienced before. Chapter 3. The Beginning. As the exhibition continued, Clara and Joshua spent more time together. They discovered shared interests, love for art, music, and the great outdoors. It wasn't long before their casual meetings turned into regular dates. Long walks along the riverbank, cozy evenings filled with heartfelt conversations, and creative afternoons spent painting together became their routine. With every shared moment, Clara's feelings for Joshua deepened. He was kind, understanding, and encouraged her artistic endeavors. In turn, Clara introduced Joshua to the beauty of her world. They ventured into hidden art spots and discovered local art fairs together, all the while their bond growing stronger. One chilly evening, as they strolled through the town's park adorned with twinkling lights, Joshua took Clara's hand gently, stopping to gaze into her eyes. "Clara, I know it's only been a little while, but I feel like I've known you forever. There's something special about us, and I can't ignore it." Clara's heart raced as she nodded, a smile breaking across her face. "I feel it too, Joshua." In that moment, amidst the soft glow of the lights and the whispering autumn winds, they shared their first kiss, slow, tender, and filled with promise. Chapter 4. Trials and Tribulations. As winter approached, Clara and Joshua's relationship blossomed with the beauty of newfound love. However, like all great love stories, challenges soon arose. Clara received an opportunity to showcase her artwork in a prestigious city gallery, a dream she had long aspired to achieve. Yet the exhibition would require her to relocate to the city for a few months, taking her away from Joshua. The news hit her like a tidal wave, and Clara struggled with the decision. She shared her dilemma with Joshua, who, while supportive, couldn't hide his disappointment. "This is a fantastic opportunity for you and Clara, but it's hard to imagine being apart," he admitted, his voice heavy with emotion. Clara was torn. Her heart ached at the thought of leaving Joshua behind, but the chance to fulfill her dream was too significant to ignore. After several days of turmoil, Clara made the courageous decision to accept the opportunity. The farewell was emotional. Standing at the train station, Clara fought back tears, and Joshua held her tightly. "Promise me we'll make it work. I'll be here when you get back," he whispered, and Clara nodded, though doubts crept into her mind. Chapter 5. The City Lights. As Clara settled into the fast-paced life of the city, she found herself enveloped by the excitement around her. The gallery was a bustling center of artists and creativity, and she quickly became immersed in the community. Days turned into weeks as she dedicated herself to her work, but the distance from Joshua weighed heavily on her heart. They scheduled weekly video calls, but the connection felt strained at times. Clara noticed a change in Joshua. The light in his eyes that once shone so brightly dimmed. He encouraged her to enjoy her time in the city, but couldn't help feeling lonely. Clara felt the distance growing, as if an invisible barrier encased their once vibrant love. One evening, as Clara stood before her work at the gallery, she reflected on her decisions. The city buzzed around her, yet something vital was missing. In her heart, she longed for the simplicity and warmth of Willow Creek and the love she felt with Joshua. Chapter 6. The Crossroads. As the months passed, Clara's exhibit approached its opening night. With her artwork displayed prominently, she felt a sense of achievement, yet an overwhelming feeling of emptiness clouded her joy. She missed Joshua every day, and their calls gradually became less frequent. She could sense a growing distance, a silence that once was filled with laughter. Back in Willow Creek, Joshua found himself spending more time at the cafe without Clara. The vibrant colors of his life dulled without her laughter, and he often sat in her favorite seat, reminiscing. Friends noticed the change in him. He was quieter, lost in thought, and often gazed out the window, reflecting on their memories. One fateful evening, Clara received a message from Joshua, his words heavy with sadness. "Clara, I feel like we're drifting apart. I don't want to hold you back, but I can't pretend. Everything is okay." Clara's heart sank. It was a wake-up call. She rushed to the gallery, and after a moment of contemplation, she made a life-altering decision. "I need to go back," she thought, determination flooding her mind. Chapter 7. Homecoming. With the exhibition concluded, Clara returned to Willow Creek, her heart pounding with anticipation and fear. She had missed Joshua more than she could express, and the first sight of him at the cafe made her breath catch in her throat. Joshua looked up, a mixture of surprise and relief crossing his face. "Clara, I didn't expect to see you so soon," he stammered, his eyes widening with hope. "I couldn't stay away any longer." "I've realized what truly matters to me," Clara replied, her voice filled with emotion. They embraced tightly, as if trying to hold on to the moments they had lost. As they sat together, Clara poured her heart out, explaining how the city had illuminated her dreams, but also made her realize that love was equally important. Joshua listened with growing admiration, warmth filling his heart. Chapter 8. Rebuilding. With Clara back in Willow Creek, they slowly rekindled their relationship, taking the time to rebuild the trust and connection they once had. They embarked on small adventures, shared late-night talks, and found joy in the little things they had previously taken for granted. Clara began to incorporate her experiences from the city into her new artwork, blending the vibrancy of city life with the charm of Willow Creek. Joshua, in turn, engaged more deeply in local projects, volunteering at community events, and rediscovering passions he had tucked away during Clara's absence. Mutual support became the heart of their relationship, with Clara cheering on Joshua's ventures and exploring his artistic inclinations, while Joshua encouraged Clara's creativity and growth. They painted the town together, their laughter echoing through Willow Creek, painting vibrant murals that brought the community to life. Chapter 9. The Proposal. As spring arrived in Willow Creek, Clara and Joshua found themselves more in tune than ever. Their love had matured, weathered by trials, but still passionate and true. One sunny afternoon, as they wandered through a blooming garden, Joshua stopped, taking Clara's hands in his. "Clara, you've become my greatest inspiration. You've taught me so much about love and life. I can't imagine my world without you. Will you marry me?" he asked, a diamond ring glistening in the sunlight. Tears of joy streamed down Clara's face as she looked into Joshua's eyes, filled with hope and love. "Yes, 1,000 times yes." She threw her arms around him, and in that moment, everything felt right. Chapter 10. A New Beginning. The wedding was a celebration of love, surrounded by family and friends in the picturesque setting of Willow Creek. Clara wore a beautiful gown, reminiscent of soft watercolor paintings, and Joshua looked dapper in a classic suit. As they exchanged vows, their hearts intertwined, promising to support and cherish one another through all of life's adventures. The town blossomed with love, as their union symbolized hope for the future, for dreams pursued together. After the ceremony, Clara and Joshua danced under the stars, surrounded by glowing fairy lights. Laughter filled the air as their friends celebrated their love. In that moment, Clara realized she had found her home. Not just in Willow Creek, but in Joshua's heart. Epilogue. The journey ahead. Years later, Clara and Joshua often reflected on their journey together. They faced challenges, triumphs, and countless adventures as life unfolded. Their bond remained unbreakable, shaped by laughter, love, and the stories they had written together. They transformed Clara's art studio into a community hub, inspiring budding artists and forging connections. Every brushstroke on canvas told their tale, the tale of love that survived distance, overcame trials, and blossomed in the warmth of a shared dream. And so, in Willow Creek, their love story continued, a beautiful testament to the whispers of the heart. The end.